All right, everybody, welcome in. This is kind of a weird concept for me right now. I'm going live on my personal Instagram account, and then obviously through our YouTube page at Like Top Sports, our Facebook account, and our formerly known as Twitter X account. And we're here talking to you guys about March Madness. The opening round starts tomorrow, and we got three guys in here that wants to talk about the craziness that's going to be going on. But one of the biggest things that we want to mention before we get into kind of like our against the spread picks or whatever that we have for our brackets is to let you guys know that we're giving away $100. If you go in, you subscribe to the Lucky Top Sports YouTube page, and then just fill out a bracket. We put all the links and all of our social media stuff. You can find it on my personal page, Chase's personal page. I think Roman shared it on his, Naveen shared it on his as well. Just go there and then fill out the bracket. If your bracket wins, we're gonna give you $100. It's pretty easy. No catch. We're not making you sign up for anything to subscribe to our channel or anything like that. It's completely free. We just want to give back to the people that have been helping us out in the genesis of this podcast. So it's a lot of fun during March Madness to do these picks. So let's get right into it, guys. What do you think about the first four games, right? It was kind of a snooze fest with Virginia last night. And then what do you think about Tennessee's chances tomorrow night in the opening round game? And then other teams that we have represented here, like Chase, for example. I know he's a big South Carolina fan. Obviously, we got a Michigan man in here tonight. Did Michigan even make the NCAA tournament?
Yeah. No, sir.
Look. It says Michigan, and then
football. Oh my gosh.
Little preview of the real season, boys.
All right.
Hail to the victors.
All right. We're talking about college football. We're talking about college football in a few weeks, man. We're still on March Madness. So we got some boys that don't want to go to bed. It's past their bedtime. They need to go to their room and try to drop into the show. They made their picks. We'll share their picks in a little bit.
Let's see what JD's got to say. Let's see what JD.
All right, hold on. JD, they want to hear from you. JD. All right, for the audience.
Oh, nice shirt, buddy.
Hey, good merch. You're dropping the merch in here, bro. Tell them, you can talk to either one. Talk to them. Tell them who's your pick. Daddy, will move the mic so they can see your beautiful face. Who's your pick for Tennessee or Freud and Slip? Who's your pick to win the national championship for March Madness? Just say it in the microphone right there.
South Carolina.
Winner.
South Carolina.
Yeah, who did you say was gonna win tonight?
Tennessee.
Awesome.
Hey man, raise them right. Spoiler alert, his little brother also picked Tennessee to win the national championship. But
it's different. It's different.
Yeah, different picks.
Different brackets.
JD went completely chalk. He went 1 seeds all the way through, except for Tennessee.
Smart man.
And yeah, that's how we do it here. Jackson also wants to.
He's picking the lower. He's picking the lower rank.
He's picked Jackson. Jackson's got some underdogs in his bracket. Yeah, so they're all rocking their Lucky Top gear. You can pick that up. All right. So anyway, guys, we're gonna send them to bed and then we're gonna get into it. But they wanted to make sure that they made an appearance tonight and told the Lucky Top Sports universe who their NCAA championship picks were going to be.
Is this Naveen?
It is.
Yeah, we got Naveen, we got Chase, we got Roman. But it's definitely time for you guys to go to bed, all right? So say to all of our viewers out there, say good night. We'll see you tomorrow. And tell them go Vols.
Good
night, boys.
Good night.
Yeah, that's right.
Good night, nephew. They need some more uncle time. Those are terrible picks.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
All right. I mean, for March Madness, I think, I don't think like last year or other years, I think it's very similar in the sense that we're going to see some crazy stuff. I don't think we're going to see I hate to fade Jackson, but I don't know if we're going to see that many Jackson and JD are. I don't think that we're going to see many 1 seeds in the Final Four, but I could be totally wrong. JD could be completely right. So should be an interesting tournament, and it kicks off really noon tomorrow Eastern, earlier for you people in other time zones. But yeah, general thoughts from you, Chase. How do we feel?
Which team? Which team? Which team?
Your team, other teams, whatever you want to talk about is open for.
All right. If obviously if we're shooting on my side, Tennessee side, all that, we're gonna have to go down to our side down here on the bracket. I've got Tennessee. If we're just gonna shoot Tennessee real fast, I got them doing great against St. Peter's. I think they beat Texas, and then unfortunately they're gonna run to the Gamecocks, and then they're gonna get demolished. They won't get demolished. It'll be a really tight game. I think Gamecocks take it in the 3-peat. Get done with that. You get the monster of Purdue sitting up there in our bracket. Purdue's going to take it. I think Purdue is going to go to the national championship.
Ain't no way.
I just think they are. I think they are. And listen, I know your argument is Tennessee. I get that 100%. And hey, as a South Carolina fan, I want to say Purdue, but I also want to say I like money. So I'm going to go with the money, and that's what I feel on that. The other way, I got UConn up there at the top. I think UConn's going to be there. I think that's going to be your 2 teams clashing at the end, UConn and Purdue. And the other one is I've got a crazy bracket. I mean, I've got underdogs. I've got 10 seeds. I've got a couple different things going. I had to really do my research because I ain't gonna lie to you. I've not watched St. Mary play all year.
St. Mary's is a good Catholic. I'm telling you, St. Mary's got a great opportunity to make a deep run. And let me tell you, shout out to Catholic school education. My boys, they picked St. Mary's to go quite a ways in the NCAA tournament. All right, so they're raised right.
But in vain, that's all I got, man. I got if you go bracket for bracket, I got a couple crazy picks, but for the most part, really, I think that Purdue's going to walk up. I think UConn's going to kind of walk down. It's going to be rough. I was fighting with UConn and Auburn over there. And whichever one was going to come out of that bracket, I thought they were going to national championship. So I ended up going with UConn with it. I just think Auburn's going to lose steam. And then, I mean, other than that, I had Duke going far. Unfortunately, I don't think that Kentucky goes far. I think Texas Tech beats them, as they should, because I think Texas Tech may try and play defense this tournament, which will mean an early Kentucky exit. So I think you're going to have Duke and Marquette over there, and then Duke's going to come out. Purdue's going to beat them. I have a hard time with UConn and Iowa State, though, because I think Iowa State is nasty. They're missing a superstar, but they have so many great players. I had Iowa State walking all the way down to UConn. And then on the other side, I had North Carolina going a long ways. I don't like to say that out loud. I got them going all the way to the end. All the way to the end with Arizona. Regardless of anything, they're still my neighbor. I don't like anyone that borders my state. But I think Arizona would take North Carolina, and then Arizona loses to UConn.
Gotcha.
UConn national champions.
All right, Roman. What about your Final Four? And can you respond to our good friend Brian here?
Brian Kaltenecker, Dr. Kaltenecker. He's in here and he's saying UConn, Duke, UNC, Marquette. Now, Brian, he's a good friend of mine, and you know, he filled out a bracket for us, so he's entered in. He's subscribed to us on YouTube, obviously, so we can see him there. So good luck to Brian, and hopefully, you know, his bracket doesn't do as good as mine, but you know, if it does, he's going to cash out. Yeah, it's not a bad pick, man. He's saying he's going to go chalk all this year, so we'll see. Yeah. But he's a Nova fan. He's a Villanova basketball fan, so it's a tough March Madness for Brian this year.
Yeah,
number one seed in the NIT.
NIT, baby. Poverty program. Roman. Here we go. You gotta love it.
We need your thoughts, buddy.
I mean, look, I've also done my research, which is very uncharacteristic of me for this show, especially when it comes to college basketball. But I've done my research, and my research says that ain't no way Purdue is even making it past the round of 32. It's just not happening. I think everybody who's got Purdue going far, you can say goodbye to your money. Nobody's getting paid,
Crazy, man.
and we'll see it. We'll see it. I mean, look, they've been. You asked, right? Didn't you ask that? Who did they beat this whole year with a pulse, right? Didn't
With
you
a
ask
pulse.
that last
Yeah,
last
I mean,
time?
they had like 3 or 4 quality wins, but they haven't beat anybody really with a
They
pulse.
haven't been covering, right? Like they haven't been covering. They haven't been favored by a lot.
So
looking
fade
at
UConn. You're telling me fade UConn?
and fade UConn too. I mean, I think my
Bro,
alma
take
mater
that down.
starts in here.
Take that. What are you doing? Who's producing back there? Take that down.
Just trying to edit
Look,
some stuff.
I think the number. Look, I'll just say this.
By the
I don't know
way,
who's going to win.
Kentucky
No
did
one
not
knows
make
who's
that
gonna
game.
win.
By the way, they didn't make it.
But
I was getting faded on the socials about that too. But sorry,
Look,
man. UConn.
Purdue,
Give me your take on UConn here.
Fade Purdue. UConn probably faded as well. Definitely don't put those in your Final Four. Neither of those teams. That's all I can say for my.
You got
for
Purdue.
the reasons
You
that
got
I've done.
Purdue.
I can tell you who's not going to be in the
Purdue
final.
losing in the first round.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're going to lose in the first round. I doubt it. But
Montana State's like 17-17, I think. I think they're 500. I don't know how they made it, but they made it.
But I just think the Final Four is not going to have either Purdue nor UConn in it. Take it as it is for me.
All right. I mean, that's a unique take. I think most analysts would disagree with you, but that's a good thing.
But that's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing because most analysts are commonly wrong. So I think that, and this is also what has been very clear, right? Is that we have a very strong convergence on UConn and on Purdue among the analysts and your casual weekend punters. When that happens, when you see the conversions of your weekend punter and your ESPN analyst, that's when you know it's 100% the side to fade. So UConn and Purdue, I'm sorry to the fans, but this will be a very short march for you.
All right, so I got my Facebook stream up here, and I'm seeing some people talking about Arkansas. I'm like, Arkansas ain't even in the tournament, man.
What year bracket are they filling out?
Hey, my boy Ellison. I know he's from down there in Strong, Arkansas, man. But yeah, the Woo Pigs didn't make it this year. Sorry, fellas.
They're in the cat tournament.
Yeah. Real
Kind
quick,
of-
guys.
Kind
Just
of a tournament.
Yeah, just to recap for the people that are kind of trickling in and out. We are doing a March Madness money competition. You know, we're basically giving people the opportunity to win $100 if you can effectively fill out a bracket better than everybody else. The only thing that you have to do is sign up on the CBS app and then go to our YouTube page and hit the subscribe button. If you win, we'll obviously send you the $100 and you can spend it however you want. $100 don't go far in JB's economy right now, but hey, man, it's better than nothing. That's all. Lifetime Sports' accountant said we were authorized to give out for the winner. But
Thanks, Biden.
Should we
yeah, there you
get
go. Hey.
into some picks?
Yeah, let's get into some picks, Naveen. Go ahead and lead us off, man.
Okay, so these are Thursday's matchups. I think we got Kyle on the stream too, so I'll go ahead and add him too.
Yeah, Kyle's coming in. He wants to talk about Big Blue Nation here.
What up?
Okay, so Chase, just so you know, this is your Kentucky fan.
Hey, it was this time of the year, man. Good to hear from you.
What's up, man?
What's up, bud?
Wildcat Nation in the house.
Absolutely. What?
All right, Kyle, what are your general thoughts on how far Kentucky can go?
Well, I got him winning the whole thing, of course.
Oh, here we go.
So,
Okay,
but yeah, smart money pick. So
all right.
there's a lot of big analysts out there too that got them going pretty to the least national championship to the Final Four. So with our bracket, I think that we can do it as long as we as long as our offense stays potent. So, but yeah, if we catch hot behind 3-point land, there's no one in the country that can beat us. So
Kyle,
Yeah.
why was Big Blue Nation all up in a uproar about your boy Reeves not making the All-American list?
that was crazy, man. I can't believe that he didn't make at least third team. Like
He wasn't even the best player on your team.
what are you talking about? His number is
you got Reed
he was our
Shepherd.
leading scorer. He
Bro.
shot lights out behind the three-point line. So his number, I saw a tweet today that pretty much showed like huge snub on the as an All-American compared to some other players that in the past that have gotten All-American bids and they've got
kind of like Zach Edey getting the Naismith and not even win it. He didn't even win his conference player of the year last year.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Your boy Reed Shepherd's way better than Reeves. So
I don't know. We'll see. There's rumor that old Reed Shepherd might be coming back next year.
oh, I'm sure. You seen his mom and daddy? They ain't letting him go nowhere.
Well, I think he wants to beat some records of his dad.
I'm telling you, Reed Shepherd's mama looks like one of them ladies that work as a custodian at an elementary school or works in the cafeteria. She's got one of them haircuts. And I'm telling you what, her daggone haircut looks like she makes the sweetest goddamn sweet tea you've ever put in your mouth, dude.
She calls you pudding when she throws you spaghetti on.
I know you kids like them sloppy joes extra sloppy.
She's from Kentucky though. Like
I know she played women's basketball in Kentucky.
I know, but
she rolled right out of the coal mines onto the basketball court, baby.
His dad's from Georgia.
They both look like they from the South a little bit. Like
his dad's from Georgia. Yeah. He was I think he was the high school Georgia State player whenever he came out, and then went to Kentucky. So
yeah. We got another listener real quick, Kyle. Gary Anderson. He said UConn over Arizona, Purdue over Marquette, and UConn over Purdue. So he's saying UConn's going to win.
Dude, everybody's saying UConn's going to win, but the last time somebody went back to back was 06-07. Like it's so hard to go back to back.
The Gators.
That was Chomp.
It's so hard to go back.
With Joakim Noah. I don't know who's uglier, Joakim Noah or Reed Shepherd's mama.
His mama.
Anyway, I know, right?
She's rough.
Woo! Boy.
It's hard to play basketball.
Kyle, honestly, Kentucky. You got them. You said you got them winning the whole thing, but
I do.
You can't be serious. They're not winning the whole thing.
100% serious. 100%.
Let's be.
They got an easy bracket.
That's the reason why I have them going. Like they have an easy way to get there. It's not easy. The hardest game I think is going to be Houston. If they get through Houston, I think that they're pretty much golden.
Yeah, so
Houston might not make it.
Gary writes into us from Facebook. He asked me. He says, "Josh, how far does UT go? My Cinderellas. I like JMU, Grand Canyon, and McNeese State into the Sweet 16. I think those are some pretty good Cinderellas, Gary. I think Tennessee goes. Honestly, without me being and wearing my orange glasses, I think Tennessee has potential to make Sweet 16, but I don't know that we're going too much further than that."
Josh, I didn't know the orange glasses come off.
You don't think
I live in reality.
You don't think Tennessee makes it past the Sweet 16?
Man, I wouldn't be shocked they didn't make it out of the second round.
Man, the Bean's gonna be holding up his fire Rick Barnes sign again.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get it laminated by then.
Yeah, dude.
Shit. So let's take a look at some of these spreads.
Yeah, let's go to the
Wait
spreads.
a minute. Our viewer brought up a very good point. JMU, the upset child, the upset child of football season. The upset child is coming back with a vengeance for the basketball season. I mean, if I were Houston, I'd be sweating. Playing JMU. I like that pick. I like JMU being Houston as a big upset. Toss that into your upset bracket, boys. Toss it in there.
Yeah, there's a good opportunity for that for sure.
All right. Okay, so we got college basketball paradise for the next 4 days. We'll start on Thursday. We'll cover Thursday and Friday. We got 16 games on Thursday and 16 on Friday. We'll start with Michigan State, Mississippi State. Michigan State is now the favorite at -1.5. I kind of feel like Michigan State pulls it together and advances. Anybody have any other thoughts?
No,
Or
I
should
think
Michigan State even be in the tournament?
they
That's
should
a-
not even be in the tournament.
I think that's a
shouldn't even
valid. That's a valid one.
They have one of the worst records in the tournament.
Yeah.
So
And they're a 9 seed. So I don't know. I don't know how that math works. So
yeah, it's only 1.5. So you know what I mean. Like it's pretty much almost like a tie. But I think Mississippi State's going to win that pretty firmly. You know what I mean? So like look at Virginia. Virginia shouldn't even been in the tournament. And look at them last night.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a
That was disgusting.
that was an abomination to the game of basketball. I'm here to tell you, Dr. Naismith was rolling over in his grave last night watching that. Horrible display of offensive inefficiency.
We got a good one going on right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, the I saw this on I think Barstool's TikTok. They said Virginia basketball is Iowa football, and I think that's exactly what it is.
I've heard that too. I heard
Yeah.
that.
We know what happened to Iowa in the postseason. They got cooked by Nico.
Yeah, they got AI crossover it all over the place by Nico, and I think, man, like some of these teams should not have made it, but I don't know. I feel like gotta trust Izzo to advance at least one round. So those are my thoughts there. Chase, Roman, anything on this, or should we move to the next one?
I got Michigan State.
Okay.
I saw, and the only reason is I saw way too much of Mississippi State this year, and for the most part, I just don't see them winning. I'm just playing the same. I just think Michigan State's gonna be a better team.
Okay, Roman, little brother.
No, no comments there. No comments there. No comments there. I'm waiting to get to the good games.
Okay. So next one we got is BYU -7.5 versus Duquesne. I'm a big BYU guy. They play the right way. A lot of threes, a lot of defense. They hit free throws. Almost 70% white boy team. Should be some good guard play. So I'm going to take BYU -7.5. Josh, any thoughts there?
BYU, man, that's take that all day. I'm down with the Fighting Joseph Smiths. They're going to cover that spread. Duquesne not going to move on. I tend to like the 11-6 upset, but not against BYU, man. It's strong. The Golden Tablets have revealed to me that BYU will go to at least the Sweet 16.
You have more than 16 teams going to Sweet 16, Josh. Keep counting.
Calm down. Calm down, you.
26.
Go look at my bracket, okay? All right, it's fine.
Your bracket is,
That's if
it's
you
having
even,
some errors.
that's even if
You
you
can't fit
can.
two teams in one slot.
That's even if you can manipulate the link to get in there and fill out your bracket. Boomer.
Listen,
He's
I'm
like, hey
just gonna-
guys,
I'm
I
gonna
used
give
the
it-
link and now I don't even know how to fill out my bracket. There's literally
all right.
almost
Look,
20
look,
other
look.
people that could go in there and fill it out.
I'm
They
going to
got it.
give
It's easy.
a DGen angle.
So
for
don't
all
come
of
for
these.
me.
-8.5, 6 versus 11 seed. You have to take the -8.5. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
That is a lock.
I got BYU losing.
Oh,
Hey.
Okay. Chase, thank you for that.
And the only reason I got it is because BYU has lived behind the 3-point line and died behind it. Check my boys over there record whenever people try to live behind the line. Behind the line, I think they're converting, like holding teams like less than 30% shooting the three the entire year. And they've made their money off teams that only want to shoot threes. And I think BYU, if they don't shoot the three, it's a done deal.
Are we about to replace the Kim Palm analysis here with
Yeah, I done told you what Kim Palm can do.
All right. We got Chase Cox analysis in here. Okay.
Fair enough. Kyle, any thoughts there?
I don't. I think BYU has it on lock.
Okay.
I don't think they're not even the best team out of the A10.
Yeah.
You know, they got lucky in the tournament. Some good teams lost. The best team in the A10 is not even there. I don't think they're gonna. You know, good on them to make the tournament, but I don't think they're gonna make it. I think BYU is gonna make it a quick game. They got to get back to their moms before Zach Wilson shows up. So.
Dang. All of BYU Nation catching strays on the Locky Top podcast tonight. And it's not just from Tennessee fans. It's Kentucky, South Carolina in the house too, right? So, yeah, Zach Wilson's mom always catching strays and other things. And, we'll leave it there. But BYU moving on at least to the second round.
Yeah, I got that. Definitely.
All right. Creighton minus 12.5, Akron plus 12.5. For me, it seems like Creighton is the one team nobody talks about. So I love taking those teams.
Yep.
So I'm going to go Creighton minus 12.5. Roman, I see some head shaking.
Yeah.
Give it to me. What is it? What's the matter?
I'm just like, yeah, see, this is tough. I mean, 3 versus 14, 12.5 spread. It's not the highest. Well, it's one of the look at this, right? We have Kentucky, right? Kind of similar spread, 13-14. 3 versus 14. Baylor, like minus 14, a little higher, right? And then it almost looks like every single team, every single 3 seed, right, that's playing a 14 seed is getting this like 12.5 spread. That's interesting, right? Like, I don't know if those are like legitimate spreads.
Okay.
Because there's no variance there, right? Like you just the number is just this. It's like the same number. Like these are 4 different matchups, and they're all getting the same number. Either the bookies are lazy, or some of these are a little. I just wouldn't take them. I just wouldn't take them. I just wouldn't take any of these games.
Maybe a skip there. All right, let's move on to Long Beach State and Arizona. Long Beach State has a ghost head coach that's already fired. So I just like that story. I might be an idiot, but Arizona's going to win, but by 19. So give me the Long Beach State plus 20.5.
I do have to say that.
I love Long Beach.
I do have to say real quick, Josh, is since 2017, 3 seeds are 23-1 against the 14 seed. So,
okay.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Well, I'm not picking Long Beach State. I'm like Naveen on this. I like the story. Like, you fire the guy, and it really just rallies the troops. Like a mutiny against the university. You're not going to take my leader out, and we're not just going to go quietly into the night. We're going to fight, and they made the tournament. No, I didn't see the presser. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go YouTube that.
He was dropping some good ones today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right off the get go.
Yeah, he said he was like George Costanza, where he tries to get fired, but he just keeps going to work.
Yeah.
I thought that was real good.
Yeah, you gotta love a good George Costanza nod. I know my wife definitely loves Seinfeld, so shout out to Kayla. I know she's watching. She's supporting.
Chase, any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, Long Beach's gonna get smashed.
Yeah.
He can rally all he wants to, but up 5 can get worked up. They're still gonna smash our face in if we go on the court.
Okay.
Smash.
Hate to see it.
Okay. All right, moving on to the most important team here, North Carolina.
Oh my god.
All right, minus 25.5 and Wagner plus 25.5. Wagner is a small school in Staten Island. For people that don't know, some of these teams you never hear about unless you're in the region. And I've been to Wagner for a basketball game because it was literally free, and there's a reason it's free. Just like this North Carolina minus 25.5, it's fucking free as hell. I think first half full game, I'm going UNC.
They got 7 players. That's all Wagner's got. There's no way. They're not
Just,
deep.
just 7 players, huh?
Yeah, they have
Hey,
everybody.
all you
else
need is
injured, and
5,
they only
Kyle.
have 7.
All you need is 5.
Yeah, until one fouls out, and then you got a 4 game.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Roman, any thoughts there?
No, it's good. I like the spread too. It's I think it's our. Is it our highest spread? No, Tennessee is getting the highest, right? No. Connecticut Stetson has the highest right now to me, 26.5. I like it. Take them. Take all the 5-ish spreads. Just take them all.
Okay. All
Don't
right,
be
moving
afraid.
on. We got Illinois versus Morehead State. Illinois minus 12.5. I have no idea on this. Maybe Josh, do you have an idea?
Morehead State, Illinois. Yeah, dude. I can appreciate the name, Morehead State, but I'm a
What
big
was
name
the
guy.
stat?
I
What
like-
was the
yeah,
stat?
Longwood, Morehead. I like. I'm a big name guy, but
Yeah, Josh. Who mentioned the stat about the Oral Roberts, Moorhead, like all of that? We had it. Hold on a second. We had it.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. We saw
I think it was
somewhere
Andy.
on the degenerate Twitter sphere, or excuse me,
Wait a second. We got to bring it in.
X sphere. Yeah, we got to bring it in. We'll bring it up. But yeah, Morehead State doesn't have a
I'm gonna
chance.
bring
Illinois is gonna cover that spread, and I mean Tennessee shared Illinois as a common opponent there, so they didn't impress me. That was a little bit earlier on in the season, but yeah, I got the Illini.
I got it, boys. I got it. I'm reading it. In every tournament since 2021, which is not a lot, the top 2 seed has lost in the first round to a team with a phallic name. 2021, Oral Roberts defeated Ohio State. 22, St. Peter. I mean, I don't know. St. Peter is
St. Peter.
that's
That's
a stretch, but-
borderline sacrilegious. Okay, so we're teetering
20,
scales there.
2023, Farley Dickinson. Dickinson.
Naveen's dad's alma mater, Farley
sir.
Dick, FDU, stand up.
Go Knights.
Stand up might not be the best way to put that, but anyway.
But here's an important thing. So this analysis in the end presents us with Houston versus Longwood, as if that's going to be the upset. But I think Moorhead
It's not happening. It's not happening.
against Illinois
Yeah, I don't know.
might be the phallic team that pulls the upset.
Houston can beat Longwood if they only tried to do a slam dunk contest all night long. They would still beat Longwood in basketball. It's not
Yeah,
that.
Tennessee played Longwood. I think it was last year in the opening round, and it was bloodbath McGrath. Yeah.
Longwood called me before the podcast asking if I could slide in real quick for the tournament.
Trying to sit up for him.
And
Yeah,
I'm 5'8" on a good day. So yeah,
Is Sanford not considered one of those names? Because I can totally see them knocking off Kansas.
you're not
I like
wrong.
that.
You're not wrong. Kansas, they're
They
kind
just
of
lost a big player.
Yeah, they're kind of sus outside of the field house. We've covered that ad nauseum this year. Obviously, my gambling picks for Houston and Kansas did not work out. But yeah, Kansas outside of their home gym, it's kind of trappy for me. So you might be onto something there, Kyle. You might have sniffed out the Cinderella story of the tourney right there.
I'm picking Sanford to win against Kansas.
Okay. Good pick. Spicy pick. All right, Chase. Comes down to you, brother.
Uh-oh.
South Carolina, Oregon. South Carolina minus 1.5. They're saying it's a close game. What is Chase Cox saying about this game?
But the only duck I like is the Mighty Duck, and Charlie Conway don't play on neither one of them teams. It's South Carolina, and they're going to smoke Oregon. When I say smoke,
Smoke duck?
I'm
You talking
telling you,
about
buddy,
that loud pack?
loud pack, roll it up, leave his little stupid white hat that he wears when he runs around on him. South Carolina's gonna make a statement on Oregon's forehead in the first round. All right,
So
gonna make a
they're
statement.
cashing in their Aflac insurance tomorrow, right? They're gonna do it.
Cash it in, come back down here when the weather's cold. We'll smoke them ourselves. I'm telling you, Oregon Duck don't want to see a Gamecock in this tournament. There's a reason they're 11 and we're 6. We played tough teams this year. They played Southern Cal. So I'm telling you, put your money on South Carolina. They getting smoked.
Have you
The
ever?
odds, the odds would agree. I mean, the odds would agree, right? 11 versus 6 seed. Pretty much.
There's
just
a lot of people that's favoring Oregon. I've saw it all day today. There's a lot of people calling for Oregon to beat South Carolina, but I like that because it's been the exact same pick all year long. So I enjoy that.
Yeah. What I'll add is defense travels, right? We know defense travels. South Carolina is some of the best defense I've seen all year. I'm not a South Carolina fan, but I've been indoctrinated by Mr. Chase here
Oh no!
Watch.
Stop it!
to at least watch. So
Hey,
I
check
see
me
one
out
of the
here.
lowest
Hold on,
totals.
hold on. We've got one viewer here on Facebook that says go Tar Heels. That's one Amber Cox. Chase, do you know who Amber
Also,
Cox is?
Gamecocks is definitely a
You get
phallic
off
name.
the internet! Get off the internet, woman!
Look, hey, looks like somebody's gonna be on the couch tonight.
some
She's
civil
pregnant,
wars
so
at
I'll
the
let her
Cox
have
house.
it.
Yeah, Civil War, North and South. Here we go.
She's not even from North Carolina. She's from
Go
right
Tar,
here.
go Tar Heels is what she's saying right here. Hey, stream don't lie.
She went to private school. Just be easy with her.
Catholic private?
No,
Oh.
no. We're South Carolina. Just full regular old Baptist private. Just
All right, here we go.
basic Baptist.
Kyle, any thoughts on this game?
I have Oregon winning the game. I think Oregon's getting a little hot right now. They knocked off Arizona, knocked off a very, very good Colorado team too. So nothing against the Gamecocks. They had a great season this year. So I don't think Lamont Paris will be back in South Carolina next year. I think he takes a bigger job.
He's already signing an extension. What are you talking about? The
He
extension's
can sign an
already-
extension. Nate Oaks signed an extension too, and he's still on
He
top
going
of
to
other
Michigan.
people.
He going to Michigan. Nate Oates going to
Yeah,
Michigan, baby.
so-
He gone.
but-
He gone.
But
Who hurt you?
I think it's gonna be a good game. Like I said, it's a 1.5. You got a 1.5 spread. So again, for me, that's like it can go either way. That's one of my upsets. So I have to. There was one. What is it? Only 11 I picked. Every year, I think since 2007, there's been not all 6 seeds have won. There's been at least. So I think that's where I'm going to go.
So
Okay.
Kyle, you're basically saying that Oregon's just gonna zoom
I
right
think-
on
no,
by them Gamecocks.
It's going to be a
into
good.
the
It's
second
going to be a
round,
good
huh?
game. It's going to be a good game. So, but I think in the end, I think Oregon's going to pull it out. But
Yeah,
I'm getting ready to change my pick, and I hope Oakland dunks it on Kentucky. Hey. All on their picks in the first round.
Yikes.
Roman,
Yikes.
any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm
Okay.
just going to mention the name Gamecocks. So
Why can't we?
Phallic
why can't
team
we upset
upset.
someone?
a phallic named team, a team that represents a phallic
Gamecocks, yeah. Low energy.
should have an upset in the opening round, which has been the case since 2021.
Okay, nice 3 data point friend
So-
you got there, Roman. I think
That's all you need sometimes. That's all you need sometimes.
Okay. All right, I'll move on to something I love about being in March Madness and being a degenerate gambler.
Yes.
Vegas is telling you that the 10 seed Nevada is favored over Dayton, the 7 seed. So, a lot of
Take
people
the
are
10.
now that people are new to gambling here. They just got their gambling legalized in their state. But Vegas is giving you this is like an open book test from Vegas. They're giving you the spread. They're saying the 10 seed is favored. So I think you got to listen to the signals. Nevada -1.5. Dayton sucks. Those are my thoughts. Nevada -1.5. Anybody else have Nevada or Dayton?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I got Nevada with the upset, but I also, depending on how the Boise State Colorado game goes tonight, I have every single 10 seed knocking off the 7 seed this year. I don't have a 7 seed making
Whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa! Just because Colorado beat a team that could not throw the ball in the ocean, standing in a boat last night, doesn't mean they
No,
should
that's
strike
Colorado State.
any
Colorado
fear.
State.
That's Colorado
Okay,
State.
okay.
I'm talking about the Buffaloes. They play
Oh,
Boise.
okay.
They play Boise tonight. If Boise wins, I'm not picking. I
I
don't
thought
pick the
you
7
said
seed.
every. I thought you were saying you took every 10 over 7.
Depending on tonight, if Colorado wins tonight, I will be taking every 10 over 7.
Well, that's what I'm saying. To your point, Colorado State, I would not take them
No,
over a 7 seed.
no, Colorado. It's Colorado.
Colorado State is also a 10. That's what
Oh,
Josh is saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Naveen.
But they
I
play.
think that's the mismatch.
Yeah, I don't. But they're playing. They play Texas. I don't think Texas is going to get out of the first round.
Okay. Okay.
Where Big Texas at? Where he at? You better get him on the phone, Naveen. You better call him.
He might be stuck in a Ram attack, but man.
I think Chris Bird put all his money on Colorado State.
Okay. So Texas minus 2.5, Colorado State plus 2.5. Kyle, you
It's close.
previewed it for us. You're taking Colorado State here.
Yep.
But me, I'm trying to set up an ultimate battle for what orange is the right orange. So let me get. I want Texas to advance. I want Tennessee to advance, so we can have finally duke it over. The right shade of orange. It'll be good for the podcast. And just for those selfish reasons, I got to take Texas here, although I'm very not confident. I also think that maybe Texas should not have made it. That's another weird team to me that made it. So horns up for right now, horns down next.
Horns down.
Or
Horns down,
on
baby.
Sunday or Saturday. So Josh, I think you're going horns down here.
Actually, no. I'm picking Texas to win that game and facing off. It'll be the Rick Barnes Bowl, baby.
Cool. Chase, any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I got Texas.
Okay.
I think Texas wins, not by much.
It'll be a close game.
And then I think Texas squeaks in, and then I think Tennessee mollywops Texas. And I would just like to say
Mollywop like that.
yeah, there is no good shade of orange. It's all terrible looking, all of it.
Okay. Fair enough.
That hurts.
Roman, any
That
thoughts
hurts
there?
me. That-
Gotta
I can't
ride
believe
with
you say
them horns. Gotta ride with them horns.
Okay. All right. Next one we got is
Here's a good one.
yep, Kentucky versus Oakland. So I'll let our rivals here start. Why don't you let us know what's going to happen tomorrow night with Kentucky?
So they got one good player that can shoot lights out, and I think what we'll do is how we played against Tennessee the last season of the game is kind of let him do his thing and pretty much take everybody else out of it. They also don't have a player over 6'9", so I think that's going to be an issue. So I can actually see Kentucky starting out playing low, see if they can take advantage of their size down low. Cal has talked about playing 2 7-footers at once. And so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it'll be on a very, very short string. But if they start dominating, I think they kind of run that. They run that through the game, just to give, I guess, almost like just give our guards some rest, and kind of just build some confidence down low in the post for our big guys. But I have them. What is it? 13.5 right now.
Mhm.
So I have them winning. So.
Gotcha. Okay, Josh.
They're both good 3-point shooting teams, but Kentucky's the number one in the nation. So if they shoot, we can just match whatever they have. They need to match what we have.
Gotcha. Josh, anything from the audience on either Facebook or Instagram lately, or you want to just give your pick for this game?
No, we've kind of slowed down a little bit on the Facebook. We got some guys on here. I know Matt Collins. Matt, where you pegging at? Collins is watching. I know he likes some college sports, so give me your best picks, Matt.
Okay.
Same with Willie Crum. Willie Crum, I haven't seen him in probably 15 years, but good dude from back home in Greenville. But I'm sure he likes Tennessee too.
Josh,
To
how
win the
about the
national
dude?
championship like me.
How about the dude that comes on and watches every show? What's that dude's name?
Yeah, we got to give him a shout out. Naveen, before I get to this pick, let's talk about our number one fan on YouTube, man. Go ahead and give him a shout.
So we got a super fan, Vol Slim Jimmy.
Muslim Jimmy.
Shout out Slim Jimmy.
Shout out Slim Jimmy. He's really taken a liking to Chase's coined moniker for Dalton Connect, because we talk about Kobe being the Black Mamba, and there was some other people out there saying that Dalton was like White Mamba, this whatever. Chase affectionately named our best basketball player in the history of Tennessee basketball the Caucasian Cottonmouth.
That's a good ass name.
Yeah, it is. That's strong.
Slim Jimmy.
Slim Jimmy was eating dinner when he was watching our show, and he had a medical emergency. He choked on his food. So thoughts and prayers, T's and P's out to my man Slim Jimmy. Hopefully he made a full recovery and everything was good to go. But just want to give him a shout out, and man, that was pretty funny. So but to my pick here.
Yep.
We talking about the Wildcats in Oakland.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle wanted to take a shot at me and say, well, we're just going to do the same thing that we did to Tennessee, the last game of the regular season. That's all right, whatever. But I got the Wildcats crawling slowly out of the coal mines into the first round and taking care of business at Oakland. Then we'll see where they go from there.
That was no shot. That was no shot.
No, it was
Literally,
definitely,
that was the game plan, and y'all even knew.
You're just trying to weave. No, you wanted to weave in that you guys beat us. I understand. I get it. You're still not SEC champs, and you went home the same day we did in the conference tournament. So you have no power here, young man. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Second round, Kentucky's getting bounced, but they'll get past Oakland, and Slim Jimmy.
Okay.
Don't choke on your food after that take, big dog. We need
right.
you around.
Chase, I'm gonna give you a chance to have a rebuttal here. What is gonna happen with Kentucky?
Well, first off, it was a shot, Kyle. You are taking shots. For some reason, you keep shooting at us, and I don't know what you're shooting at us for. You keep shooting over here. You picked Oregon in the Battle of the Birds. Why? Why? We're all in the same conference. Shoot at everybody else first. But anyways, I got Kentucky because I know what basketball is. They'll beat Oakland, and they should beat them pretty sound. If they struggle with them, I will be extremely excited. Extremely excited. And
brother-in-law chiming in Oregon. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, what's up, then, Andrew?
Andrew Julian off the top rope. He's ending this debate quick.
I can't win, but yeah, I got Kentucky. Kentucky's a better team than Oakland. They just are. They're bigger, they're better, and they shoot better. You're not out shooting Kentucky.
Okay, Roman, any thoughts there? Or?
It's a very high total.
Yeah,
very high total for a relatively low spread. I don't know. That looks a little sus.
It follows my theory. You should bet the highest over and the lowest under. So I think this is the highest over of the tournament.
Well, it's not the highest over. The highest over is Alabama.
Oh, okay.
But this is
Second
high.
highest?
This
This
is high.
is real high. Yeah.
This is real
162
high. But it's not so like why is it this high but the spread is a little low, right? That means the other team is gonna shoot. And the ball's gonna go through the hoop.
Here, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
That's telling me that the plus 13 might be the good side there. Again, I don't know. Like, can I win by 8?
Michigan man, I'm gonna go back here with you a little bit. All right, I'm gonna put on my Davy Lockett cap real quick. Okay, All right. Yeah, I'm going with my Davy Lockett hat. I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to say that Oakland covers,
Yeah, I think so.
but they punt money line. So you take Kentucky to win money line. Oakland's going to cover the spread.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
so.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on. We got Gonzaga -6.5 and McNeese +6.5. McNeese is what ESPN is pumping to you. They love McNeese.
Zag.
I think I've heard it from everybody on ESPN. So I think I'm going to bang Gonzaga here for that
Bang
reason. Bang Gonzaga -6.5. You know, they want you to bet these 12 verse 5, but 12 verse 5 was a thing before 1 verse 16 was, and 15 verse 2. All that old way of thinking, you know, 12 verse 5 isn't really what it used to be, in my opinion. So give me Gonzaga -6.5. I think they should be able to take care of McNeese.
That's a lock.
Yeah, so I think
That
McNeese
is a lock.
has a particularly inflated non-conference record. They play like some of the worst teams there. I think I've only heard of McNeese because Coach O, Big Ed Ogeron's son was the QB there for a while. So that's the only reason why I know McNeese. But yeah, probably better in football than they are in basketball. Gonzaga -6.5. Anybody else have thoughts here?
I do. I think you're wrong.
Okay.
And this is why. McNeese is coached by arguably, and I hate to say it and admit it out loud, they're probably coached by one of the best coaches in college basketball, Will Wade. And he makes strong ass offers. And that's why I got him fired at LSU. He made a strong ass offer. He got caught saying that on tape. The NCAA started an investigation, and then, you know, he bit the dust, kind of like Bruce did with the hot dog and the barbecue, but a little bit more egregious there. But Will Wade will definitely not be coaching at McNeese this time next year. He will be coaching somewhere else. I don't know who's going to roll the dice on him, but it's going to kind of be like one of those situations where his problems outweigh, his talents outweigh his problems. Right?
Louisville.
Yeah. So there's a strong chance he could be in Louisville. There's a strong chance he could make it back into SEC. Will Wade is from Nashville, and Vanderbilt's looking for a head basketball coach. And as bad as I hate to say it, the Candy crew and the Vandy boys, they'll be looking to hire Will Wade to replace Jerry Stackhouse, right? So Will Wade's going to make a run. They're going to fade Gonzaga. Mark Few is just holding on because he plays in a weak conference out there on the West Coast.
Wait a minute. Wait. No. Oh, no. That is
Will Wade. Will Wade fading that ass.
I'm sitting here pulling up the actual stats, right? Like, as you guys are talking, I'm looking at the stats.
All right,
and I
stats,
have
man.
to
All right,
interfere
come on.
here.
Come on.
Last 20 games, Gonzaga lost like 3 times, twice of which were to literally St. Mary's. They've been whooping ass left and right. You know who Gonzaga lost to?
Who did they beat? Who did they beat?
Josh. Notable losses from Gonzaga. Just notable losses, right? 25-7 record. Notable losses. Purdue.
I don't care about notable
UConn?
losses.
No,
I want to hear. I want to hear
matters.
notable wins.
It matters. They lost to Connecticut, 63-76. Right? They lost to Purdue. So you're telling me, right? Like their only real losses, aside from the couple losses to St. Mary's, are to what is claimed to be the best teams right out there, Purdue and Connecticut, right? So and 2 tiny, 62-64 to St. Mary's, and another loss the other day, whatever. Listen, this team is a winner. They win a lot. Look at their record. The last 20 games, they're winning a lot. These guys are coming to win, and they've played good teams. They played Purdue. They played
lost to them too.
Connecticut. Right, but that matters, right? Like these were good games. These were good teams that they've played. They went up against them. You think they're gonna lose to some joke? To some absolute joke? No way.
Roman,
People are down on Gonzaga. this is a stupid thing to do right now. Gonzaga is never going to win the national championship, but they're absolutely going to crush it, especially when people are down on them, especially when the ESPN analysts are down on them, especially with the record that they have.
McNeese beat
Yeah,
up.
I know they're out there
McNeese-
slaying Santa Clara and Pepperdine. Yeah.
I just told you they
Strike
played
fear in my
Connecticut.
heart.
They played Connecticut. They played Purdue.
Hey,
They played St.
They
Mary.
played
good
Michigan.
if you
too,
want to
they beat
lose
them
your
by 11.
money, listen to the clown in the damn Michigan shirt. Okay.
Josh,
Who is
Josh.
McNeese playing?
Josh.
Who are they playing?
Hey,
Lamar?
Ro-
Nichols?
Roman, I got you.
They're,
on
they're
that.
about to,
I
they're
got
about
you
to
on
play
this.
Gonzaga and
What
they're about
are
to send
these
them home.
teams?
That's who they're.
Not
That's
a
what's fixing to
single
happen.
state, not a single team. Hey, they beat Michigan.
by 11.
Roman, I got you.
They played Division II Lincoln Memorial University, the Rail Splitters up here in Northeast Tennessee. I mean, I'm telling you, they're running a gambit.
Okay, Josh. They've played College of Biblical Studies. Great university.
Strong.
They played Champion Christian. Great university. They played LeTourneau in Louisiana. They played Mississippi University for Women. They have a men's basketball team. They played them.
Mississippi University for women.
92 to 23.
Are you talking about McNeese?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
yes,
talking
we're
about
talking about
McNeese,
Okay,
dude.
yeah, all right.
And then they played the Michigan Wolverines. Literally the worst team in college basketball.
Agree. I'm about to.
Did they beat Michigan though?
They
They
beat
did.
all those teams, dude.
By 11.
There you go.
By 11.
Exactly.
Everybody beat Michigan this
There
year.
you go. my
Yeah.
McNeese
But, like,
State.
You,
My
you,
Mc-
you
well,
guys are
they're
talking about McNeese State.
nah, bro. McNeese. They can only
McNeese?
play who they play. Like that's their schedule. That's their conference, right?
Listen, this guys, this 5.5.
Gonzaga is a quote unquote blue
That's a
blood.
gift. That's a gift. That's a
and
gift to our
they're just
listeners.
getting ran
That's
through.
going up on the best bets board.
They
Okay.
should be playing with those phallic teams the way they're getting ran through.
Okay. So I'll move
got-
on to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Michigan. I'm with you. I got the Zags too. I think the Zags
Okay.
beat McNeese.
It's
I think
easy.
that-
This is the
I got-
easiest pick to
I got
make.
Gonzaga.
all
Freeway
week.
Willie Wade, baby, he's coming.
I got
Freeway
Gonzaga
Willie
as
Wade
well.
all day.
Kyle, you got
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga as well.
I got the Gonzaga Bulldogs facing the Samford Bulldogs in the next round.
Okay. All right. So next we got South Dakota State versus Iowa State. Iowa State is my national champion. Just previewing that for you guys. So big
I got
time.
him going, yeah, I got him going to the national championship as well.
Good pick. Iowa State's. I got them all the way to the Final Four, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
They
What?
put
Big
on
12
a
bias.
master. They
Big
put
12
on a
bias.
They put on a master class versus Houston. They put them in the blender.
They beat the
Uh,
shit out of Houston.
They beat the
Yeah.
shit out of Houston, man. I think that's the team you don't want to face. Number one
They're-
team.
They are hot right now.
Yeah. Number one team. I think right now, like momentum wise, is probably Iowa State. But I'll let you guys talk about that too.
They beat Houston twice this year.
Yeah.
They beat They beat Kansas. BYU were some of their big wins. Baylor, they beat Baylor once. So, but their last, what are they on right now? Their BPI is 6. Like this last month, they've just been on fire. That's
They
not
are.
a team. That's why I'm glad they're on the other side of the bracket.
Yep.
When it comes to Kentucky. So if I see them in the national championship.
The teams that run the tournament are the teams that are hot the last 14 to 20 days of the
Yeah.
season. That's your team whenever they step in. That's the ones that if you watch the Cinderella stories before they turn into that, nobody wants to pay attention to George Mason or VMI throughout the year. But if you'll go back and look right before they hit a tournament, something happened. Whether they picked up 2 guys that were injured or something come together, and then it's just boom, they wipe. That's going to be Iowa State this year, I think.
Yeah, Iowa State is playing strong basketball right now. I wouldn't put them as my national champion. But yeah, I can't disagree with the team here. Iowa State, Big 12 bias or not, they are playing good basketball.
Okay.
They're
Josh?
on a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah. Big 12 tournament champs as well. Josh, I'll let you start here. possibly the coldest 2 seed out there. Tennessee.
Upset.
No, there's no way.
So Josh, take it away.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm not taking the cup off, okay? Because I'm ready. I'm ready at all times to receive a swift, hard, and unforgiving kick to my nether regions when it comes to my favorite team, the Tennessee Vols, whether it be in football, basketball, baseball, tiddlywinks, it doesn't matter. I stay cupped on all the time, 24/7. That's not going to change at all with this go around. We do have the perfect disaster scenario here with all of the intangibles that you have in a matchup that St. Peter's in Tennessee has. Kentucky brethren, they already have experienced a humiliating loss to St. Peter's. Now, St. Peter's is a completely different team than it was when it faced Kentucky. Not even the same basketball coach, none of the same players there. But an interesting matchup there is with St. Peter's is Zakai Ziegler's brother is on the team. So, I think that gives them a little bit of an edge. But the Vols will get past the first round for sure. If you go in, you'll look at my laughable bracket. I've picked Tennessee to win the national championship. But I'll tell you that's totally a homer pick, and it was just to make myself feel a little bit better about the potential, and just to see them there on the championship line. But I'm telling you, Tennessee won't cover. They will not cover this spread, but they will win, and they'll get to the second round. So cups on, battered Vol syndrome, and my anxiety is on full display. But I would like to get y'all's thoughts, kind of when we get done with the whole spread thing. I think we got three more games here to talk about.
Yep.
But are you guys once your team's done, you quit watching March Madness, or do you watch the whole March Madness after words? Because sometimes I feel like I used to really enjoy like the pureness of what March Madness is to sports before Tennessee consistently got in the tournament. I remember growing up, Tennessee was in the NIT most of the time, and I would enjoy March Madness. But now when Tennessee's in it and they ultimately go out in the second round, I'm like, screw this shit. I'm turning it off. I don't want to watch it anymore. I just curl up into the fetal position in my man cave and then just, turn on a Hallmark movie or something to make myself feel better and sip on a sad glass of wine. It's really remarkable what my team has done to me. It's exciting that we get into the big dance, and that's an expectation. But then when they lose, I'm done with March Madness. I don't want anything else to do with it. But to answer the question for the spread, Tennessee does not cover. They do win. Take Tennessee money line, and there you go. I'll pass it off to whoever wants it next.
It's the greatest sporting event of the year. I think.
I don't disagree. I love that
for sure.
Oh, and if Kentucky gets knocked out whenever in the past, like I'm still watching it, trying to watch it at work. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching 2 16 seeds just play right now. You know what I mean?
It's a rock fight between 2 16 seeds. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just the season. So it's something about March Madness, and it's already started in the first 4. First game yesterday was just down the wire. This one went in the overtime. Thanks, Virginia for ruining it, last night. So March sadness over there for them. But like I look forward to March every year. There we go. Exactly. Every year I look forward to it. But yeah, I watch it through and through all the way to the national championship.
Me too.
Yeah,
man.
same. I watch it all the way. I've never been able to cheer for South Carolina in the tournament other than once when you got excited.
This year, like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Once with a Frank Martin squad, and that was your atypical team that got hot and it was on. and that's what it was. That was an extremely disciplined team, though. But that was fun to watch. I went to like 2 or 3 of their games that year at Colonial. I mean, they were a fun team to watch, but it was just an extremely disciplined basketball, and it was always fun just to watch Frank Martin on the sidelines. I don't know if you ever got to do that, but you should YouTube it. It is hilarious.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to have an aneurysm, literally the
he
entire game.
cusses everyone out, and if you sit close, you feel like you're getting cussed out. I couldn't eat popcorn the whole game. I was scared he's going to turn on me. But I've always watched March Madness from start to finish because I'll be honest, you get to see teams that you never got to see throughout the year. I always keep up with South Carolina. I always like to see whoever's top in the SEC that year. Usually, you got Alabama, Kyle's team, Tennessee. You get to see teams like that throughout the year, but I don't watch St. Peter's. I don't watch Duquesne. I don't watch. I mean, there's so many.
Good for you. You're not missing out.
Yeah, Gonzaga Lagos. I don't watch them guys neither. I don't watch none of this stuff. I watch, like my conference, and then there's a handful. I mean, obviously, I've watched Houston this year, Arizona. Your big teams, but I've never went out of my way to watch a South Carolina State basketball game. But when you get to tournaments like this, you get to watch it, and it's just fun to watch it from beginning all the way to the end.
Yeah,
quick question.
I agree.
Just quick question before you hop on this, Naveen. If you had to pick March Madness, just March Madness, or college football,
All of college football?
All of it.
College football.
no, the college football playoffs.
Oh,
Nah, you can't say. I don't. I'm
March-
not saying remove the whole
March
season.
Madness.
March Madness.
March Madness right now
Really?
until next year until we
It's
see
12
how this
teams.
12 team
It's 12
works.
teams. Yeah.
12
Okay.
teams, college football. College
Yeah, I
football.
mean,
12 teams.
The ultimate signal is they had to convert college football into March Madness,
There you
That's
go.
what I'm
essentially.
Yeah.
Right?
I would have
Like,
to see this. I need to see how this 12 team thing works first before I could give you like if college football playoff is better than March Madness. Because right now March Madness wins it hands down until I actually see this 12 team playoff play out.
Yeah. And it's the only socially acceptable time to watch sports all day at work. I think, Kyle, you mentioned it. Nobody cares if you got 3 screens of basketball on.
Yeah.
at work.
I'm literally up in 1,000 feet, flying around. I got my iPad on my knee, trying to tune in. You know what I mean?
You
My
guys
IP's
remember?
looking at me like, "Have you lost your mind?"
Yeah. You guys remember back in high school those TVs that used to be on those like wheelie cart things with the the strap?
Yeah.
Then like the football
Substitute teacher
coach or the
special.
history teacher would just wheel that thing in there, and then bam, March Madness was on, and you didn't do anything.
Nope.
You didn't do anything for the whole month of March or April, really, in that teacher's class. Man, those teachers were definitely the best. They were my favorites.
One good thing, too, I'll add to the argument with the March Madness college football. In March Madness, you've got all these teams, and they're going to line up. And as soon as you blow the whistle, the politics are gone. College football, if you saw this year,
Absolutely.
Georgia and all that getting shut out, Florida State getting shut out, they had no business up there with these boys anyways. But regardless, they still filled out what it was. The politicking. Once you get to March Madness, it's over with. The college football, it ended this year. There was still so much to be said, so much left, so many games you wanted to see. March Madness, it's put it out here, drop your nuts, and let's see what you got. That's what's so much fun. March Madness.
Oh, that's a
Yep.
quote that lives in Gamecock
I
lore
wouldn't-
right
I
there.
wouldn't-
Drop you
I
nuts.
wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't be opposed to more teams joining this March Madness instead of like the first 4, have like the first 8, first 16. You know what I mean? So
Should they just get rid of the NIT and then just let the people that would go to the NIT in?
why not?
At this
why
point,
not?
we're already at 68. When it first started, like it was 16, right?
Well,
and
the
the
new rules,
NIT.
the new rules with the NIT now, they won't even let old like current conference champions into it. Like EKU, Eastern Kentucky won the regular season, not even in the NIT. It's just they're like, oh, if you're not a big, at least a mid-major, then sorry, you can't get in the NIT now.
And you've got so many guys that are opting out the NIT tournament now. There's so many teams that are like, we're just not.
That's
gonna play.
beneath
It's like,
us. We're not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
like, bro, you won 12 games this year. Nobody's beneath you. Go play in the NIT. Go ahead. I mean, kids want to play, but yeah,
Get some
I think
some
so, too.
reps. Yeah.
All right, we got NC State versus Texas Tech, Kansas versus Sanford, Drake versus Washington State. These we covered all the Thursday teams today. We could take a look at Friday. We don't have to go game by game, but just give me, your favorites from here. For me, like these 3 games, I will say
Wolfpack, baby.
Wolfpack is hot. Like we just talked about Iowa State being hot. Wolfpack is just as hot. So give me the plus 5.5 right now. Samford versus Kansas. This is another ESPN special. They're pumping Samford down your throat. Give me Kansas minus 7.5.
Bill Self in March.
And then Drake, Drizzy.
You right and kill everything. Let's go.
Versus Washington State.
Watch
I
out
don't
for
know.
Drake.
Chase.
Watch out for
Yeah,
Drake.
give me Drake, man. Give me
Hey,
Drake plus 1.5.
Coach, hey,
Tell
coach is trying to get the ball.
me what's
Coach is
really
trying to get
going
the ball.
on.
The coach is
I'm
trying to
just
get the
trying-
ball.
I'm just trying to be unforgettable. You know what I mean?
I know. Hey, is Drake going to set off some fireworks?
No, Washington State's gonna win.
Dang.
But, That's who I got. I think Washington State's gonna beat them.
That's
I
1.5 again. That's a close one.
That's gonna be a game though. That's gonna be one of the fun ones to watch.
It is.
I got Drizzy, man.
Roman,
Did you
any
have
thoughts here?
First person shooter mode, bro. All day.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech?
Yep.
Okay.
I got
All
I got Texas Tech, Samford, and Drake.
Texas Tech Final Four.
Texas Tech Final Four?
Not the Red Raiders.
Absolutely not.
You got the fighting Pat Mahomes is going to the Final Four.
I got Texas Tech beating NC State, but that's
Okay.
that's
No.
that's
DJ
what those are.
DJ Burns is
Yeah.
going to eat their starting 5, so they have to play with their bench players.
Okay.
You guys seen DJ Burns? He is
Yeah.
a big dude, bro.
It reminds me of like Cadillac from And One Mixtape.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like Goldmouth from the
Escalade.
movie
Escalade.
Life.
Sorry.
yeah.
You going to your cornbread? Come here.
Okay, we're not going to go one by one like we did for Thursday
FAU.
on Friday. Just give me some favorites. Roman,
FAU,
what do you see?
FAU, take them.
FAU?
FAU.
Okay. Baylor, Colgate. I'm going to go Baylor.
Baylor all day.
Stetson.
Stetson. All right, explain that pick, Roman, as the native alum for us.
I have
Give it
no
to
idea, man. I never thought this day would come. That's a terrible pick. That's a terrible pick. I don't know.
Okay.
But 26.5 is a lot of points, right? For a scrappy team. So
One thing I would like to call out is I love taking UAB plus 6.5. I think San Diego State has the experience. Kyle, I saw you shake your head, so let's go. let's
Wasn't
debate
San
this
Diego
one.
State when they have Final Four team recently?
They went to the final.
They
Yeah, they were in the
runners
national.
up last year.
They were the national runner-up last year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
San Diego
I'm trading
State is nasty.
Okay. So it seems
Give me-
like I'm
Give me
alone on that one.
Aztecs. Give me Aztecs.
Aztecs
Okay.
all day.
Okay.
All day.
Marquette. I
Wow.
don't really know.
UAB
much
is a
about
lock.
Marquette. Yeah, I think UAB is a lock. But Marquette minus 14.5, Western Kentucky. Kyle, are you from Western or Eastern Kentucky?
I'm not from
Oh, gotcha.
my
He's
my
from
mom's
Kentucky.
my mom's from Eastern Kentucky, but I'm
Gotcha.
from near the Louisville, Frankfurt area.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mid Kentucky.
I guess you say mid Kentucky. Yeah, 502
Yeah.
area code.
Okay.
He's from the above ground. He's not in the coal mines.
Yeah, I have all my teeth. See,
Holy shit. That ain't veneers.
South Carolina might as well be Eastern Kentucky. Shit.
Some parts are. Some parts are.
Any thoughts there? on this game?
Dale, baby. Yeah.
I think West Kentucky, great team. They're one of those good basketball teams that it ends up getting, over 20 wins per season. I saw a little statistic the other day. They're like up there with I think it was like Gonzaga, Kentucky, Kansas, I believe Duke, that have had 20 wins. I think in the last 20 to 25 seasons. There's only a few of them, so they win on a constant basis. But I think Marquette I think Marquette's gonna win. They're a very good team.
Okay.
But yeah, I got Marquette there. I think the big one here is I think New Mexico is gonna go on a little run.
Same.
Yep.
Dang.
Vegas is telling you that again. This is another sign from Vegas. 11 seed is favored by 2.5 versus the 6 seed Clemson plus 2.5.
They're gonna thump Clemson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Hey guys, real quick, Naveen,
Yep.
Josh Joseph,
Okay.
native Florida Gator. He says Gators is an Elite Eight sleeper team. Lock it in.
No, they're not. Absolutely
What?
not.
He said they're everybody's Gator bait on this screen, man.
They
Tennessee,
lost
South
their-
Carolina,
They lost their
Kentucky.
5-man.
He said, "Hey, Gator bait, Gator bait."
I didn't even know that Florida was in the tournament.
Yeah, they lost their best player. Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
they lost their best player. Does Florida still have a football team?
I'm not going to touch that because we went down there and shit our pants all over the
Yeah,
place
yeah.
in the swamp.
Kentucky's
And I
in
was
dead
with-
right now.
I was with Josh Joseph when that happened, and yeah, man, it was sad. Bazooka Joe let me down, but yeah, Florida, yeah, they're saying they're going to make a run, man.
No,
Okay.
No. They're a 7 seed. They're one of those 7 seeds that got getting upset. Well, it depends on the game tonight that's playing right now. Colorado wins. I got Colorado knocking off Florida. If Boise State wins, I got Florida knocking off Boise State.
Yeah, Colorado will beat Florida. You can write
Yep.
that down. They
Okay.
won't make it out the first round with Colorado.
Oh wow,
Another one we skipped. Yale.
SEC.
Auburn.
Yale versus Auburn. Yale's
Auburn.
got a bunch of guys that are going to
Auburn.
be.
Auburn.
Let me tell you,
Yeah,
let me
they-
tell you
Yale's
something.
got a bunch of guys that
yeah,
are going to be millionaires on their own.
Yeah.
Gonna be
Yeah.
the next
Listen.
Harvey
Yeah.
Specters. The
Did
next
you guys
Harvey
see that
Specters
that upset? The last minute.
Yeah.
No, take Yale. This is the FAU story of the Yale is a lock. Money line.
No. my friend.
Money
Listen
line.
to me.
Money
Those
line.
boys down in Auburn, Alabama, have a huge case of red ass right now.
Yeah.
They got royally screwed on that
Yeah.
seed line, and I'm telling you, I can
Bruce-
speak from
Bruce-
experience.
Bruce
as a Tennessee
Pearl is-
fan. Bruce
Bruce
Pearl
Pearl-
has
yeah.
got those
Pissed.
boys ready
Yeah.
to
And
go
they're
to
in
battle.
a hell of a bracket. They're in a hell of a bracket to come out.
I'm telling
There's
you,
no way Yale's
Bruce,
Take
Bruce
Yale.
is
Take
going to have
Yale.
them ready. As much as I would
Take
love
Yale.
to see Stephen Pearl lose, I'm telling you,
Take
Bruce
Yale.
is going to have them ready, man. Don't take Yale.
Yale is the
Packers.
upset team we've seen. Listen, this doesn't matter, right? Like last year, I imagine this conversation last year. And you all are like, blah, 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 this and that. And then FAU is right there in the Final Four. Like, come on.
FAU was only in the Final Four because Tennessee shit the bed. Let's be honest.
Stop picking the teams that your like mom will pick. Like, pick the teams that are scrappy teams,
That your dad's
that
going to
are-
pick.
that are healthy teams. Don't just go up there like your neighbor. You watch your neighbor cutting grass. You ask him, "Hey, what you think about March Madness?" Fucking Auburn, yeah, I'm Auburn boys. Like, come on.
Yale has lost to
Don't be
Gonzaga.
like-
Yale has lost to
You're-
Gonzaga.
come on.
They've lost
You're
to-
over here. You're on the stump for Gonzaga,
Yeah.
and they're playing. Little
Obviously,
sisters,
because-
little
right,
sisters
because-
of Spokane, and losing by 10 points,
Because-
right? So
Because-
I don't want to hear your
Because-
weak soft takes when it comes to Bama
Right, but-
or Auburn.
Gonzaga is the opposite of the same situation, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, well, Gonzaga's always number one, always number. Oh, they're number 4 this year. Oh, Gonzaga, man, they're done. They're done. They're nobody now. Like, no,
Who's a hotter team? Who's a hotter team than Auburn right now?
Yale.
Iowa State.
Iowa
State.
State. Iowa State is the hottest.
I would say that there's so many parallels between the two, Iowa State and Auburn. They're both playing extremely hot
Both
basketball
look
right
good.
now.
But
Auburn
I would
first
take
round
Iowa
exit.
State's win over Houston is way better than Auburn's win over Florida in the championship game.
Yeah, no, I don't get
And
me
Roman's
wrong,
gonna-
but
yeah,
Auburn played some good teams in the SEC tournament, and they weren't no slouch all year long, right? So
But
they,
Kyle,
they played a lot of good out of conference
Kyle,
teams
did you
too.
see? Did you see Yale versus Brown?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Barn
Yale,
burner.
Yale has lost to Gonzaga. They lost to Vermont, Kansas, Yale's not beating Auburn. Sorry.
I would pull for Yale, but I'm a big Cornell guy. So I'm going.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to go
I'm a
along.
big Cornell guy too.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Let's do two at a time. We got A&M plus 1.5, and then Duke minus 11.5. That's kind of how I think it's going to shake out. I think these Big Ten teams, as unfortunately, Michigan, man, these Big Ten teams are frauds in the tournament. So give me A&M, and give me Duke.
Give me Vermont.
Yeah. Oh, you're going Vermont? All right.
Vermont.
Okay. I
Yep.
like Duke there. Anybody else got a thought on these two games?
Yeah, I got Duke, and I got Duke doing
Mhm.
pretty well against Vermont.
Okay.
Also, I got Nebraska over A&M.
Okay.
I'm not
All
a
right.
fan of A&M. I'm not a fan of A&M this year.
The Asian curry. You got the Asian curry going on.
No,
They got a
man.
Japanese player.
It's gonna be Giga Maggies and it's gonna be puke. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right. We got Purdue versus who was it? Montana State?
No, Grambling won.
Okay. Purdue versus Grambling. I don't know the spread. Probably, if I had to guess, at least 24.5.
See if I can see if it came up. See if it.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know yet. But give me Purdue there, and
Yeah.
Alabama, Charleston. That's another one that they're trying to push on
Bama.
you. Bama.
Bama.
Okay.
I got Charleston.
Bama going deep. This Bama Final Four.
Hold on.
Roll damn tide.
Kyle,
Roll
did you just
roll
say
that
you got
tide, man.
Charleston over Bama?
I have Charleston. I think it's gonna be an upset.
I think
Alabama's
y'all
been.
Charleston?
Yeah, I think Alabama's been kind of quiet the last. Like you said, they've been quiet for the last 14 days or so.
Yeah.
So unless Nate Oates can light a fire under their ass this first round, I haven't been impressed with Alabama the last 2 weeks.
It's a huge.
That
it's a huge blow.
is an obvious
It's-
Kentucky take.
It's the
because-
highest.
Alabama
So-
actually got an All-American on their team,
Oh,
unlike
hold on.
Kentucky.
Not even-
Let me tell you, it's the highest
Roll
total
damn tide.
we have, right? So there's going to be a lot of scoring. 173 under over 173. Like, for example, Duke Vermont under over 132. 40 points. 40 points on the total, right? Difference between those two matchups. 4 and 13, right? I think that means Alabama is gonna be lights out because I mean Charleston's not where is this 173 points coming from?
See, I'm
Right.
agreeing with everything he's saying right now. You're on point, Rome. Like I'm telling you. Roll
I've-
that tide.
I've got Bama over College of Charleston. Shout out College of Charleston.
Go.
Beautiful campus. I love
Yeah.
going down there on the weekends. But
What's their
yeah,
mascot? What's their mascot, Chase?
I have no idea.
I thought you was plugged in down there in Carolina, man. I thought you knew.
I'm very plugged in, but I don't think anyone knows. I didn't even know they had a mascot. Cougar. Cougar.
Chucktown, baby.
Cougar.
College of
Cougar.
Chucktown. They're going to get it done.
Cougar.
But against anybody other than Bama, unfortunately,
Yeah,
they're running.
AMU.
Okay, we got
Longwood. Yeah, let's skip that.
Houston Longwood. Give me
That-
Houston.
That's not the. That's
H-Town,
not the.
baby. H-Town.
Okay, we got. All right, I think this is a very, very public one right now.
James
JMU.
Madison. James Madison.
Madison, take it.
JMU.
They are hot.
Okay, JMU plus 4.5. Maybe throw in some money line over there.
Is that the lock? Is that the lock this week?
Dude, the lock this week is Gonzaga.
Yeah, I think Gonzaga is a big one.
How many times I got there, Josh?
Can we
The
shut the
lock
fuck
is
up about
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga? Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah. So I think everybody's picking JMU here. It's an
Oh,
interesting one.
Wait,
Uh,
like ESPN too?
Yeah, they want JMU.
All right, guys. Wisconsin is a lock of the week.
Hey, JMU. It's Wisconsin all day.
If we are picking JMU and ESPN is picking JMU,
It's
I
Wisconsin.
can guarantee you it's Wisconsin.
Yes.
I can guarantee it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
pick Wisconsin. I was wrong.
Fair enough. Last two games. We got TCU minus 3.5 at the 9 seed. That's an obvious one. TCU again.
No, that's Utah State.
Okay. Grand Canyon versus St. Mary's. I don't know. I don't know on that one.
St. Mary's is hot. I like St.
St.
Mary's.
Mary's.
St. Mary's.
Hail Mary!
I got
Yeah, we
St.
got-
Mary's knocking off North Carolina.
Let's go.
Got to go with
Got
you
the,
know,
got the
the
nun on the
Ricker
wrist
clan.
watch.
That's
Oh,
right.
wow. Got to go with JD and Jackson and go St. Mary's here.
I
St.
got St.
Mary's.
St. Mary's knocking off UNC.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Okay.
I love that.
Slow your roll, brother.
we got a Vol Hill on our hands. Naveen, yeah, he sleeps in RJ Davis pajamas.
All right, we've covered all the games for round one. Just want to go back and review like my strongest bets here. I would say for sure, Gonzaga, Iowa State.
Gonzaga's not beating Will Wade.
Iowa State is a lock.
Bet on the board.
And then Drake, and
Drake, yeah.
South Carolina. I think that's
Drizzy.
a fucking big time lock. South Carolina minus 1.5.
Lock it in, boys. Battle of the Birds.
Okay, that was a great round
Yeah.
one.
I hope South Carolina wins being an SEC team, but I just like you said, it's all about the money,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
so bet on South Carolina, Kyle.
I hope they win, but I'm sorry, I'm keeping Oregon as my pick for the, you know what I mean? I'm trying to win tickets to the next year's 2025, Final Four. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
All right,
So
so
Kentucky won't be there,
Hey, like I said, it's March Madness, best time of the year.
South
right.
Carolina will be with the exact same coach we have now, Kyle.
Oh wow.
just a reminder for our people in our bracket, just make sure you follow the rules, and there's really only 2 rules. Number 1, sign up for the bracket, and number 2, subscribe to us on YouTube at Lucky Top Sports. Go ahead, while you're doing that, just subscribe to us everywhere. It's the same everywhere at Lucky Top Sports. It's free opportunity to win $100, 0 entry fee. So if you don't need an extra $100 in Joe Biden's economy, you must be fucking rich.
I know we're just coming out of tax season, but I know not
That's just got
everybody's
my-
checks hit yet. So I think anybody can use a little extra hundo in the pocket. This is not a political statement by Naveen. He's just being real.
Yes, it is.
We don't
Yes,
we
it
don't-
is.
well, okay. We don't really go blue or red on the pod, but get
Only
with us
orange.
on. Yeah,
But
only
if
orange.
we had to, we would look at the red extremely hard because we all need money.
Yeah, but so $100. It unfortunately doesn't go as long of a way as it used to, but it'll do something for you. Heck, maybe even punt it into your FanDuels or whatever sports book account that you have.
Hey, Sheba.
I don't want to give FanDuel's free plug, but hey,
Not,
They've
not
been
yet.
giving-
Not yet. Soon.
yeah, exactly. Soon though, we're working a promo code.
Abdul, let us know.
FanDuel, yeah, let us know. We're hitting you up. All right. But yeah, like Naveen said, man, it's very simple. I know we've had a lot of people coming in and out of our stream tonight. Please just go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's been rolling across this. So if you go back and you see the recording later on, it's pretty simple. Just follow the URL there. Go to the YouTube site, hit subscribe on the little button. That's all you got to do. You're not signing up for anything. There's other people that are offering these promos during March Madness, and they're snake oil salesmen. They're trying to get you to sign up for some account, some premium account or whatever. We're not doing that. Shout out to the ones that are. That's a great way to make money, but we're not doing that. We just want to, give back to the people that have been watching this show, supporting us. Just like these guys, Kyle and Chase, good buddies of mine. They've signed up. They're not in any dire straits of losing any type of money. They're not being coerced to be here, and I'm damn sure not paying them any type of sponsored dollars. So
Josh
they're
Ricker
in here.
does not have Pat McAfee pockets. I can tell you. that.
I do not have Pat McAfee pockets.
You
You're-
said we
you're-
were getting ice cream.
exactly. I told him I would pay them in Dairy Queen coupons, not even gift cards, coupons that you get in the mailers. But yeah, all jokes aside, yeah, go in. It's going to be fun. The five of us has talked about it a lot tonight, how fun March Madness is, and it brings a lot of sports fans together. It's a community driven thing. I think a lot of bros, a lot of, girls. I don't, chicks, whatever. I don't want to.
Broads,
I don't want to
broads,
categorize.
broads.
All right, I don't want to be a misogynist bunch of guys here.
Bros and
but
broads.
yeah,
Bros and broads.
here we go. So we'll go with that. But yeah,
Hey, Chase's
go-
wife chimed in. UNC.
yeah, she sure did.
Family affair, bud.
We
Family
might
affair
have we might have started a civil war in the Cox
House
household.
house
But
divided over at Chase's house.
yeah, make sure you get that license plate for your Z71, bro.
It'll be a house divided before I put that old Southern thing on.
Yeah, sure. But these characters, let me tell you, but go to our pool on CBS app. Yeah, the reason we're using CBS to give all you naysayers say, "Oh, I like ESPN." Well, ESPN caps you, one, and ESPN is let's just call it what they are. They're communists, so we don't really mess with ESPN.
We're not going to go red versus blue.
Exactly. Well, that's a different scenario. They're communists. We know that. But CBS Sports providing unlimited signups. You don't have to subscribe to anything other than just our YouTube channel.
Hey,
Pretty easy.
They're home of March Madness. CBS. You gotta go CBS.
Now, home of March Madness. You can watch it on TNT, True, CBS, and TBS.
TBS.
Used to be, TBS, the Superstation.
Yeah, there's like
As
4 of them.
all of you that grew up with grandmamas that watched Mama's Family and Braves baseball, you knew
Braves
Superstation
baseball, baby!
TBS.
Go Braves!
All right, go
Braves!
Braves. All right, but yeah, go sign up. We appreciate the guys and gals that came in tonight and watched us. Rewatch this. We gave you a lot of good premium picks for your brackets. We want you to win that $100. Again, we will get it to you. I know that you're like, man, Josh Fricker, you're that guy that lives far away. You're from Greenville, but we don't see you ever. But yeah, we will send it to you in the mail. If that's what you prefer, we'll Cash App you. We'll Apple
Money
Pay
order.
you, Zelle,
Bitcoin,
got-
whatever.
Bitcoin. We'll pay you in silver and gold. Frank,
Josh,
go put-
Josh
yes,
put it on
promises,
us.
promises
Pinky
to
promise.
Straight to your
Silver,
house
we
with
can
you
actually
$100.
pay you in silver.
Or if you really want me to come by, I will deliver it like the clearinghouse. I'll get a Lucky Top Sports check.
That'd be legit.
And,
That'd be legit.
and we'll come to your house and give you your winnings. So
I hope my buddy in Oregon wins.
well, hey, we might be able to parlay that into a couple things. That'd be cool if we had to go all the way out to Oregon.
Make it a work
I have
trip.
no limits to where I'd go. I mean, we have an aviator here, so he could probably rent a plane or something and get
the
us out there.
helicopter. I get the helicopter.
So
We'll load you in the back.
So we might have Pat McAfee type,
Hey!
things, private jet. Who knows? But
We're all air assault, so
there you go. We'll just rappel in. There you go.
swing through, bro. Swing through.
Let's go.
So, but yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Real special thanks to our SEC brethren that came in tonight, and I know Big Cats and Gamecock Nation, whatever. But for Lucky Top Sports, I'm Josh, Naveen, Chase, the Michigan man known as the Roman Empire, and Kyle, the Kentucky fan. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. Go sign up. You got until the first opening tip of the first round games tomorrow. So you got plenty of time still. Don't wait too long. If you don't know anything about college basketball, just go chalk and go 1 seeds all the way. You never know. It's worth a worth a shot. It's worth a shot. But at the end of the day, just go subscribe to our YouTube channel and get those picks in. For Like Top Sports, thanks for coming in. Like Top out. Go Vols.